Hello students, this is Nishant Srivastava. We are in session 2 of basic ICT skills. In this session, we will learn about the computer components and its peripheral devices. Okay, so at first we will see what are the computer components we will see in this, but in these things. A computer, we know about computer. We are using the computer, we are seeing the computer everywhere. What is a computer? Just computer is just an electronic device which processes data into the information according to the user's need. The simple and basic definition of computer is the computer is an electronic device which processes the data into information for the use of user as per as users need. Okay, so this is the basic definition of computer. You can add or any particular thing in this particular definition if it is asked. So you are according to the situations. So here we have to learn about computer system and how the computer system works. Here you can see a diagram of the block diagram of a computer. Now in this diagram you can see here is an input device. Okay, you can see, if you can see the cursor, you can see that there is input device, secondary storage, primary storage, output device, control unit, and arithmetical unit, and logical unit, other things. And there are two types of things. There the arrows show the data flow and dotted line shows the control flow. Now what are these data flow and control flow, and what are these blocks and these things on your screen? So at first we will see we know that CPU is the main component of a computer. Okay, now CPU, this is only the CPU. If you see that this is CPU, then which is central processing is written here, and in the upper part the storage unit is written there, and the other parts are data and input unit and output unit. If we can see that there are four parts here. First thing is CPU, central processing unit. Second thing is storage unit. Okay, in the storage unit you can get two things, and the other two things are input unit and output unit. Now how does this thing work? First, data goes into input device, input unit. Okay, and then it will go to the memory device. In the memory device you got two types of memory, the secondary memory and the primary memory. The secondary memory are used for the permanent storage of the data. It is not directly used in processing, so it is secondary memory. Now that's what a secondary memory. So basically we have hard disk, we have another storage devices which only collects data for further use, for permanent use. And other thing is primary memory. Now what is primary memory? We can see here primary memory are like are those memory which directly interact with the processor to process the data. Now the input from the input unit we got the command from the user, and the command goes to the memory storage unit, and the command, you can see that dotted line goes to CPU also, because the commands come to the input unit, and the input unit what they have to what the data have to do, they that will be called by the control unit only. Okay, there are two types of units there in central processing unit, that is control unit and arithmetical and logical unit. Control unit controls all the things inside the computer, that how the particular things will work. The arithmetical and logical unit are the main unit which processes the data according to the users need. Other thing, the input unit got the control from the control unit, and it gives the data to the primary storage. Now primary storage gets the important data from the secondary storage which it have to use to process the data. Then it gives to control unit, and control unit gives it to the arithmetical and logical unit. Then arithmetical logical unit processes it, and again it gives it to control unit, and then control unit gives back it to primary memory, and primary memory shows to the output device unit. Without any primary memory you cannot show the data as a result, or you cannot enter the data as a command. Okay, and another thing, if you want to permanently save the particular thing, you can save it and it will go to the secondary memory from the primary memory permanently. Okay, you can see that in that particular picture, you can access that. And if you have any problem in this thing, you can ask me on my YouTube channel. You can just ask the question in the comment section. I will make an question and answer video so that I can answer you all your questions. Okay, in the next we will go to, now we can see that basic components of computer. There are two basic components of computer: hardware and software. We all know that hardware, which the things which are available on the computer, which are basically physical systems or physical things which are available in the computer system, and softwares are the basically those software are what are software? Software are those instructions, set of instructions which are used to run the computer, run the hardware and other softwares. Okay, we will see that in other in another slides. Okay, in the next slide we can see that there are different types of parts of computer, that are input unit. We know that all the input unit like keyboard, like mouse, whatever unit, whatever devices are used to input data into the computer or input command into the computer, either it is mouse, either it is scanner, either it is keyboard, or it is digital camera, these are all called input unit. Other thing is output unit. In the same way, the devices which are used for the output, for taking out the output from the computer as an information, like printer, like monitor, like many other output devices, they are called output unit. Another thing is CPU, that is central processing unit. We have seen the ALU, that is arithmetical and logical unit here. Okay, and then it is CU, that is control, arithmetical and logical. We have seen that all the arithmetic and logical calculations are done in this unit. That means all the actual processing are done in the ALU. Another thing is CU, which controls all the units together. Another thing is MU, which basically which have the memory unit. In the memory unit there are two types: internal memory and external memory. What are internal memory? Internal memory are the primary memory we have talked about in the earlier thing, that is these memories like primary storage. Okay, and the like primary storage are for example, primary storage, their RAM, their ROM, they are basically the primary or internal storage. External storage, that are the storage which permanently stores data. They are external storage, like your the hard disk, your pen drive, and other optical disk drives and other things. Okay, so in the next video we can see that peripheral devices. Now, what are peripheral devices? The internal or external devices that connects to the computer directly and add functionality to it are called peripheral devices. That means any device which connects to the computer directly, it doesn't have to open the computer's cabinet or any other thing to connect that. It connects and it can be used as a particular thing, like printer, like keyboard, like mouse, like scanners, like NIC or network interface card, like modem. They are all peripheral devices. Now we can see that different types of peripheral devices. The first is internal peripheral devices. What are internal peripheral devices? These devices are the computers are actually inside the computer's cabinet, which are a part of, basically which becomes a part of a computer or CPU, like graphics card. Now graphics card, you know that graphics card are used to enhance the graphics on the computer. Sound card, it is used to enhance the sound in the computer. Optical disk drive. Now what are cards? They are not only cards, they are the part of a motherboard. Okay, they are connected to the motherboard and they are like chips which have the graphics insertion pins and other things. The same is sound card. Optical disk drives, that they are for the optical disk, the CD, the VCD, the DVD. Okay, the other thing is modem are used to generally connecting the internet to the computer. Network interface card, NIC, the full form of NIC is network interface card. Now if your computer is connected to the network, it will use the NIC or network interface card. That is a hardware which is used for connecting the network, connecting the computer to the network. You know about Wi-Fi. It is generally used for the wireless computer components or wireless connectivity of the computer. Bluetooth, we also know that Bluetooth is used for wireless communication of the computer. Okay, another thing is external peripheral devices. These devices are connected externally. Basically any devices which can be connected externally, like memory card reader, like pen drive, like smartphones, like smartwatch, printer, scanner, monitor, digital camera. Any kind of these things which can be connected to the computer externally, they are called external peripheral devices. Okay, so that's it for this video. In the next video we will see about the different things in the computer system.